Hey guys, so today's video is going to be my June favorites. I feel like I have so much stuff to show you guys. Every time I film a... Why am I screaming? Why are you screaming? They're right there. Every time I film a favorites video, once I'm done filming, I always forget something. So I've been sitting here for like 10 minutes, like going through everything. So hopefully I didn't forget anything this time. So let's get started. So first and foremost, let me just mention this. I already talked about this in a haul video and it is so filthy. It's disgusting, but this little sponge from Morphe, oh, I love it so much. I have both of them. I've shown you guys both of them. This one I was using for foundation and I do totally love it, but I hate having to use two sponges. I know, like really, Nicole. But I've been using this one for foundation and concealer and baking and everything, and this is like the most magical sponge I've ever used. It's the Morphe Flawless Sponge. And this little black number is the premium sponge. Flawless Premium. So this one I do love for foundation. I love that it's flat and it's just different and like super unique, and I like that. But this one does everything. If you only want to get one, the flat side, well, it's not totally flat, and I apologize that it's so dirty. I just used it. The flatter side does foundation like perfectly. It's so fun to bounce. It's like the perfect like density, and then I use this side for concealer and for baking. Like baking. It's amazing. I love it so much. I do have a code for Morphe. It's always down below, but seriously, get your hands on this sponge. It is perfect. I have one like a body product. This is the L'Occitane. Is that how you say it? L'Occitane. I feel like you have to have like an accent. L'Occitane. I don't know, but you guys know what I mean. It's the Supple Skin Oil. It's their almond body oil, basically. This is my second one. I had one, used it all up, and then I got this and I kind of forgot about it. For some reason in my head, I thought I had used it up, and I discovered it the other day and was like, woo! This stuff is heaven. Usually I'm not into oil for my body because it makes you feel like very greasy and it just kind of hangs around forever, but this stuff, oh my god, you guys, I mix this in with my body lotion. Like I'll use my Josie Maran Whipped Argan Oil Body Butter, which is the longest name, but I'll put some of that on, then I spray this on top and I like mix them together. Oh my gosh, it's so moisturizing and it doesn't make your skin feel greasy. It like soaks in, but you can still tell that your skin is very hydrated. It smells like almonds. It smells amazing. This stuff is so good. It's a little bit pricey. I also use their almond oil for in the shower. When you shave your legs with that stuff, it's like you're in another dimension of heaven. It's so good. Again, that stuff is very pricey too. I talked about that in a recent favorites video, I think. But this is the one that you use after the shower, and it is heavenly. Like if you're into body oils, you will die for this. It's just so good. And it smells incredible. I want to put it on right now, but I'm not going to. I'm going to resist the urge. What else do I have? I have one perfume. I feel like I never talk about perfume on my channel, only because I'm not that into perfume. I have like a handful that I wear and I just go back and forth between them. I'm not one that goes to Sephora and I'm like, oh, let me buy a new perfume. It's just not me. But this Replica Beach Walk, the brand is Replica. The perfume is called Beach Walk. This I've talked about before on my channel. I only wear this in the summertime. I need to get another one. I just keep going through rollerballs. It smells like the most amazing suntan lotion ever. I like Bobbi Brown Beach, but I like this one so much better. So if you're into that type of scent where it just smells like straight up suntan lotion, you will love this. Oh my god, it smells so good. Wait, I need a minute. But seriously, it just smells like the most perfect, magical suntan lotion ever. It's the best summer perfume ever. Oh my freaking freak. Okay, a skincare product. The most amazing skincare product I've ever used in my entire life. That is a huge claim, but seriously, you guys, I've been through so many skincare products and I buy them and I use them, and I may see like tiny results, but it's never anything where I wake up and I'm like, oh my god, my skin looks totally different, so much better. until I found this. So many of you told me to buy this. This is the Sunday Riley Good Jeans. It says, brightens, exfoliates, plumps lines, evens hyperpigmentation, and increases circulation for instant radiance. I am not kidding you guys. The first time that I put this on, I noticed the most amazing results. Like, it made such a difference in my skin. It totally took away all of the texture. I had like just little tiny, they weren't even bumps. It was just the tiniest bit of texture on my skin. It was enough that it was annoying, but it wasn't enough that I felt like I needed to do some drastic measure, like go to a dermatologist. It was just kind of there always. And when I started using this, it's gone. The texture in my skin is totally gone. This is expensive. This was $100. It took me months and months to order this because I was like, is it really that great? Like, you hear things all the time about products and people are like, oh my God, it made the biggest difference. And then you get it and you're like, seriously, I just spent $100 on that? So that's how I kind of felt about this. But I am telling you guys, this is like no other skincare product I've ever used in my life. And this does tingle. It's a weird sensation though. It's not like other products where you put it on and your entire face has a little bit of like a tingle to it. This one, only certain areas on my face would kind of sting. That's a better word. It like stings. It's very odd, but it has like lactic acid in it, so I'm pretty sure that's what's stinging, and that kind of tells me that it's working, but it does kind of hurt. I mean, only for like a minute or two, it goes away. But seriously, you guys, I could talk about this forever. I am going to do a video on this. I've been documenting like the progress of my skin. I've been kind of filming close-ups of my skin every week so you guys can see the difference. This shit works. That's all I can tell you guys. It works so well. I have never had a product work this well before on my skin. Okay, I think we got through all the like not makeup products, so now let's get into makeup. I feel like I have a lot of stuff. So first, for my brows, I've been using these two guys together. So I start out with the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in number 3. I love this thing. I just talked about this in my haul video. But it's very, very similar to the Anastasia Brow Wiz. It's pretty much the exact same thing, but I love the shade of this. It's light, so I can really go in and like if I make a mistake, it's very easy to wipe away. I just love the consistency of this. And then I take the Colourpop one in Bangin' Brunette, and this is insanely pigmented. I have never used a brow product that has been more pigmented. It's kind of scary. But I like this one for filling everything in because this one is a little bit too light on its own. So these two together are totally magic. I feel like this takes down the intensity of this one and this amps up the like subtleness of this one. Did that make sense? They're just like the perfect combination, like peanut butter and jelly. A blush that I have been totally in love with is from Makeup Geek. This is in the shade Romance. Whoo, it's so pretty. It has a little bit of sheen to it. I have it on today. It's so gorgeous. I mean, there are tons of other blushes that are in the same color family, but this one just, Makeup Geek blushes apply so nicely. They're just like, they blend themselves in, and the formulation is just genius. They just reformulated all of their blushes. I think I have them right here. Yes, I do. They're all so pretty. It's like, how do you even pick a favorite? I have a bunch of singles in here. Look how gorgeous they are. And then I have a couple that are actually in the new packaging, which is beautiful. It's so pretty. But I've just been grabbing for this one so much. I just love the way it looks. You would think it would be too light with me being so tan, but it shows up really well, and that little bit of sheen is just perfect. A few products from LOOXI Beauty that I want to talk about. I am a huge fan of LOOXI Beauty. She's an indie brand. Jessica is the owner. She's so amazing. She's so sweet and helpful. Customer service is awesome. They're just a wonderful indie brand, and I feel like in this day and age there are so many people that are just starting brands and DIYing shit, and they're not sanitary. They're just, it's very scary these days to know who you can trust and who you can't trust with all of these like bogus brands that are popping up. Don't even get me started. There are so many out there that it is scary. So when I find an indie brand that's actually like totally legit, and there are many of them out there, don't get me wrong, but there are also a lot out there that are not. So when I find one that's just good, the owner is so knowledgeable and kind and helpful, and the products are freaking amazing, I have to tell you guys about it. And I'm not affiliated at all with LOOXI Beauty. I do not have a code. I just love their products. So she came out with these new squadgoals highlighters. They're so pretty, but the one that I have just been dying for, and I have it on today, this one is Creme de la Creme. It is so stinking pretty. It is so pretty. It's this true gold, but when you put it on, like, you need the tiniest bit of it, and it just like melts into your skin. That's what I look for in highlighters. So I feel like every time I talk about one, I'm like, oh, it melts into your skin. If they just sit on top of my skin, I'm not interested, because I feel like that looks so fake to just have like a stripe. I don't want it. So these, when you put them on, you can just tell that they're good quality. They are all absolutely gorgeous, but this guy is definitely my favorite. It is so pretty on tan skin. Oh, gorge. And then her eyeshadows, if I could get the dang Z palette open, I have been loving her eyeshadows. So my favorite matte one that I think I talked about in last month's favorites video is Wheatness. It's this like mustard yellow. It blends in, I mean, it's like you became this amazing makeup artist overnight. It just like blends itself, and you're like, wait, when did I get so good at eyeshadow? It's the eyeshadow. I mean, for me, it's the eyeshadow. And then a couple of these shimmery ones are like super metallic ones. This one's in the shade 79. Oh my god, these remind me a lot of the Makeup Geek foiled shadows. They are so pretty. And there's another one that I've been wearing. I think it's this one. Bubbly. That's a cute little name, Bubbly. But look how pretty they are. And they apply so nicely to the eye. They last all day. They're just really great quality. So I recommend LOOXI Beauty 1000%. I will link her down below so you guys can check her out. Everything she does is good. Okay, mascara. So I've been using the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume. I mean, I've used this mascara for years, but I like go in and out with it. But we're back together. I love this wand. It's so weird. It like doesn't look like any other wand. It's very like fat and short and just weird. But it doesn't give you crunchy lashes. I have it on today. It makes your lashes long and voluminous without being like spidery or clumpy. It just works really well. You don't have to layer on like 10 layers of it. I do 2 layers. I'm good to go. It lasts. It doesn't flake off. It's just an all-around good mascara. Bomb. Excuse the lipstick that's been on my teeth for probably the past 15 minutes. Let's talk lips, because I feel like I have a lot of nude lip products this month. Actually, they're all nude. I'm sorry, it just happened. So the first one is from Makeup Forever. This is the Rouge Artist Natural in N1. This is what the packaging looks like. I have been going so hard with this. You're going to see a trend in my lip products. I'm into the very nude but like metallic lips. They have a little bit of like a metallic sheen to them, kind of what I'm wearing right now as my total obsession. Can you guys see that there? It's super, super light. It doesn't show up that well when I swatch it. It's like a very light, like nude peach. But when you put this on, it is gorgeous. I just got this not too long ago, and I cannot stop wearing this. It's so good. It's super moisturizing. Bomb. Everything Makeup Forever does is good, but this, probably my favorite lipstick that I own from Makeup Forever. This is really good. Another lip that I have been totally loving, this is the one that I have on today under a gloss. This is the Tom Ford lip color in number 13 Blush Nude. Packaging. Tom Ford makeup is very, very expensive. I have like 3 things because it's so expensive. But this lip, I mean, is it something like totally revolutionary? No, it's a nude, but it's the formula with the color with the packaging. It's like the whole deal. But I mean, it's not something like, I'm not gonna say, oh my god, you have to go out and buy this right this second, because it's not that special. But I really, really like the formula of it. It's a matte, but it's almost like a demi matte. It's not super duper drying and matte. It just has enough matte that it really stays on your lips, and I think the color is so pretty. I'm so into nudes always. I'm so into nudes. You guys know this though. I love a good nude lip, and this one, yes, it's very, very pricey. No, you do not need to drop what you're doing and run out and get it, but if you kind of want to treat yourself and you're a nude lip junkie like I am, Blush Nude from Tom Ford is amazing. And let's just talk about this lip gloss because it has totally taken over my life. Yes, that's how much into makeup I am. It has totally taken over my life. This is the NARS Gloss in Hot Sand. Sweet baby Jesus. This is so gorgeous. I'm gonna put more on because I feel like it's wearing off. It's so pretty. Look at that. Look how gorgeous that is. Oh my god, there's nothing in the world like this. I have a few dupes, but they're not really dupes. They're very similar, but this is it's the daddy. It's the big daddy. Everybody else is trying to be like him, but nobody can quite get there. So let me show you these two dupes very quickly, and then I'll tell you why this is so amazing. So I found this guy at TJ Maxx for $3.99, so seriously, drop what you're doing and go to TJ Maxx because this you need. This is the Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie Gloss in Rule Breaker. This is so pretty. It's very similar to Hot Sand. I will do a close-up so you guys can see them side by side. It doesn't have as much of that like whitish silver sheen. Like Hot Sand is peach, but it has this very like metallic, like silveryness to it, which makes it so different and so pretty. This one is more of just like a gold thin gloss, and it has a little tiny bit of tingle to it, which I actually really like. Usually I hate that, but it's just a tiny bit. This is amazing. The formula is so nice. It's very soft. It's not sticky. And for $3.99, I should have bought like 3 of these because it's really good. And then the other one is from NYC. This was like $3 at Walmart. This is in the shade Extra Beige. Now this one has a little bit more pink to it, and this formula is not as good. It's a little bit more sticky. I'm not going to swatch it on my hand because I want to do close-ups for you guys. But I do like this. I mean, if you don't want to go out and spend, if you don't want to go out and spend $20-some on a gloss, which I totally understand, go to Walmart, NYC Extra Beige. It'll do you just fine. But Hot Sand, I love everything Hot Sand. The highlighter is one of my all-time favorite highlighters. The multiple is gorgeous. Like everything with the name Hot Sand on it, I need in my life. So this for me is just like the ultimate summer lip gloss.
And I cannot get enough of this. I feel like this is a child, and I'm its mother, and I need to keep it safe and protect it and have it with me at all times. Is that weird?
Oh, and I do have to mention MAC Peach Stock. What have I been doing with my life? I swear I used to own this, but I have not had it in my life for at least a year. I don't know what happened that I didn't have this in my life, but this is the most gorgeous freaking color. Oh, you guys. It's nude, but it has a lot of peach to it, which if you follow me on Snapchat, you know that peach is my thing right now. Like I want everything peach, just everything, including peaches. In my belly. I love peaches. They're probably my favorite fruit. Anyway, back to the color. Do you see how pretty that is? It doesn't look that special when I swatch it on my hand, but when you put this on your lips, it's so, so gorgeous with Hot Sand on top. Like this combination. It's hot fire. It's the hottest fire you will ever see in your life. It's hot fire! Quick propage to the La Mer powder. I feel like I've been talking about this a lot, but this is so, so amazing. I know it's so expensive and you're like, seriously, bitch, do I need to go out and spend $70 on a powder? You don't, but goddamn, this powder is bomb. I really love it under the eyes. It still doesn't beat my NARS Crystal powder though, like my pressed one. Have I talked about this recently? Let me give her a little love because this is one of my top 3 products all time. If I could only pick 3 things for my entire life, it would be this, Fresh Sugar Lip Treatment, and one other thing that I haven't decided yet. But anyway, I digress. This is the most amazing setting powder for your under eyes. I know I've talked about this in a lot of videos, but I feel like I haven't talked about it very much recently. So in case I have new subscribers, which I do, hello, welcome to this craziness that I call a YouTube channel. This is weird. When you first get it, it feels very dry. And like when you run your brush on it, you're like, wait, this is nothing. It's not doing anything. But stick with it, because I assure you it is doing something. It feels like it's not. It looks like it's not, like when you look at your brush, but once you put it on your face, you're like, oh my god, my under eyes look magical. It's such a weird powder. I've never felt anything like it. There's like seriously nothing to it. But when you put it on your face, it does do something. It's just the most gorgeous, light reflecting, thin, amazing powder ever. I'm like getting out of breath. This, if you haven't tried this Nurse Crystal powder yet and you've been following me for a while, like, what are you waiting for? I want to mention this one eyeshadow palette. This is the Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette in number 9. I feel like a lot of my stuff is high-end and I'm so sorry. I'm so very sorry, but I'm testing out a lot of drugstore stuff right now and I have a lot of winners, so we'll talk about them soon. Don't hate me. But this is so pretty. I just had to mention it. Look at this beautiful eyeshadow palette. And it's weird because it has a lot of green tones to it, which usually that's not the first thing I look for in an eyeshadow. But these are so, I mean, the quality of these eyeshadows is out of control. They are so soft, like you barely even need to touch them and you get like the most glorious, intense color. And let me, oh god, where am I gonna do this? Okay, let's do this right here. Let's do this. Let's go for it. But you saw how lightly I touched the pans, like hardly at all. This is good. Really, 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 really good. I wouldn't recommend all of her eyeshadow palettes. I don't think all of them are worth the very high price tag, but this one I do. And I have to give some props to the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. Oh my god, you guys, this is such a nice palette. I love the shades. I love how they all work together. I did a tutorial with this palette. I will put it down below for you guys. This is so, so amazing. I have a bunch of Anastasia's palettes. I have a bunch of her palettes, and this is by far, hands down, my favorite one. The shade Vermeer is this guy right here, and it is so pretty. It looks so good on the lid, and all of these pinks, this orange shade, I die. I love this palette. Super quick mention, because I know I've talked about this a lot, but the Maybelline Color Jolt and Strip Down, I honestly think I like this better than the Too Faced Melteds. I love this thing so much. I wore this the other day when I went running around. I was running errands. I was at like TJ Maxx and I was out shopping for like 6 hours. I put this on before I left my house and I was eating dinner like 6 hours later and I looked in the mirror and this was still on my lips. I was like, are you freaking joking? This is so, 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 so good. These are drugstore. They're inexpensive. Oh, another quick mention, my Too Faced Born This Way concealer. Oh my god, it's everything that I needed it to be. I'm so happy with it. I have nothing bad to say about it. I've been playing with all of the shades. Like, I've been contouring with them. I've been highlighting just because I love the formulas so much. So I just keep them all in this bag. I mean, Too Faced sent these to me and they sent them in this bag, but I just keep them in there because I don't use just one shade. I'm like using all of them because that's how much I love it. It is so good. So good. I know in my favorites videos I say so good like 36 times. Everything is just so good. But now we're going to talk about a few products that were not so good. Hey, that was a good segue. We're going to go into my unfavorites. I have 3. So I have 2 liners. The first one is from NYX. I need a drink. This is the NYX Electro Liner in Mint Condition. I saw these at Ulta. I thought they were lip liners, but they're actually eyeliners. So I got this one thinking, oh, this would be like super cute in the waterline just for like a pop of color. That's all you get when you build it up for like 5 minutes. And putting it in your waterline is the most painful experience because there's no color payoff to it. So you literally are sitting there back and forth for like 5 minutes, and you get the tiniest bit of color, and whatever color you do manage to get does not last. These are really bad. I'm sorry, I really love NYX. I think they do awesome products, very affordable, but this is not good. And then I have an Urban Decay liner, which Urban Decay eyeliners are not my favorite thing. I love their lip liners. This is the 24/7 Waterline Eye Pencil in Walk of Shame. It's just a nude eye pencil. Oh, I thought it was a twisty. Oh, that's another thing I don't like. You gotta sharpen this biz? Oh, hell no. When I come across nude liners, I compare everything to my NARS Rue Bonaparte. I think that's the name of the nude liner from NARS. It is the most magical nude liner. It lasts on your waterline forever, and it's like one swipe and you have full color. You don't have to keep going back and forth. That's very painful. That's like a very sensitive area, so you need something that really like puts it on and keeps it on. That sounded very weird. The NARS Rue Bonaparte, if you need a nude liner, I'm telling you, spend the money. It is worth every penny. This one just didn't have good color payoff, and again, I felt myself, you know, like 1,000 times going back and forth. And then your eyes are all red, they start watering. It's like, no, I don't have time for that. So as much as I love Urban Decay, I love Urban Decay, this is just not good. And the last done favorite is the L'Oreal Sublime Bronze Summer Express Wash Off Body Makeup Lotion in medium. This is such a weird product. It's like, I just wanted something that I could put on to give me some color, like if I was going out and I was feeling a little pale, and then you wash it off at the end of the night. This got everywhere. It was all over my clothes. I wore it when Tony and I, where did we go? We went somewhere one evening, and I remember I was sitting down and I could feel my, like the back of my legs starting to sweat because I was sitting in a chair and I had like a dress on or a skirt. And this got all over the chair, and we weren't at home, we were out, and I was like, oh my god, let's get the freak out of here because my freaking body makeup is everywhere. It's just not good. It's just not good. Again, I really love L'Oreal. They just came out with the most amazing face masks, which I've showed you guys on Snapchat. This for me was a fail, but if you see the new L'Oreal face masks, I will pop in a shot of them because technically I should have had them in this video. They're phenomenal. Such good masks. I think they retail for like $12.99. They are so good. And I think I've officially been here for 3.5 hours, so we are going to call it a day. That is it for my June favorites. Anyway, so I hope you guys are having a really great summer. Happy 4th of July. I'm filming this on the 4th, but it'll probably be up tomorrow. So anyway, I love you guys so much. If you want to tell me your favorites down below, I always love hearing them. You guys give me like the best recommendations. So yeah, I love you guys. Thank you again, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
So I mean, they're not dupes. They're like replicas, but they're not as good. What am I even trying to say? Does anybody know? Oh, I forgot to mention this Wayne Goss brush. This is the 02 brush. Holy soft. Oh shit, what was on it? Fuck me. This brush is so soft. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. Are you okay? I'm so sorry. Oh, there's this like. Just look at it. I mean, do I even need to say anything? You see it right there. Look. Oh. So, you know what I mean? It's not like go out in your pajamas and buy this. It's not that hardcore. But it is good, girl. It is good. What is that voice? Oh. It's just a good little mascara. Mascara. Good mascara. Good mascara. I don't know. It's just something about this pencil I really like. I really like it so much. I'm a question. Did I forget to talk about something? Oh my god, I did. Son of a bitch. It's down in my purse. F my effing effer. F it. Just F it. Like, seriously, are you drunk? No, but your brows are really having a good day. Do you know how that made me feel? I was like, if I had pearls on, I would have clutched the hell out of them. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh! It's getting out of here. So take up my echoes. Is this not the most gorgeous lip gloss you've ever seen in your life? Like, you have all these lip glosses and you're like, oh yeah, they're okay, but then you get hot sand and you're like, hot damn motherfucker, hot damn son of a bitch, I love you so much, Jesus, preach it from the rooftop. Why does it smell so good? Take me on a beach walk, just take me. Take me. Sometimes Topaz gets a little sassy. You just have to go with it. It will ride, like you have to ride the wave. Ride it to the shore, and then it'll go away, and she's back to being, well, she's still a bitch, but she's not as big of a bitch. My eyelashes are stuck together. Do you know how exciting that would be? That would be like the happiest day of my life. Like, forget the birth of my children, forget the day I got married. When will hot sand be coming out in everything? Like a body line, like a clothing line, hair items, skincare, hot sand colored serum? My shoulder is having a moment today. It's like, yes, girl, look at that light. Shine that light on me, bitch. Do it with your fluorescent bra strap. Yes, bitch, yes, bitch. Makes your skin feel so good, like you just want to keep dousing yourself with it, and the smell, and your legs are like so soft, you're like, holy shit, I could be a supermodel. I am a supermodel.